Hello all, hope you is blue. Welcome back to EU4 and Portugal for the All Blue round, which is finally starting to ramp back up. I have everybody out of my coalition, so now I'm just gonna go pure all guns blazing here. Is kind of the plan. And yes, I'm positioning units ready to fight Sweden, ready to give everything to getting land. They're like Gotland, but except, you know, they'll do better. And still don't really know what I'm doing with 16k money now, you know. It's kind of all just up in arms. Nothing's necessary per se. I suppose town halls can never go wrong. The extra golf cap won't go amiss. Everything will be, hopefully I can get everything state-of-the-art eventually. We'll see. I suppose it'll also partly come down to... I don't know actually. Oh well. I lost track. What's important is combat. And oh yeah, the Russians that I left to the fate of this episode have died. I mean, this is fairly rudimentary. It was kind of expected, wasn't it? So yeah, when I fight Sweden for land, for getting land, that will also put me at war with the Commonwealth, who are currently bashing down Hungary. If I wanted to, I could quote-unquote save Hungary by declaring war on Hungary and then declaring war on Sweden. I could then take the land that the Commonwealth have sieged, de-siege it for myself. But I don't know. I think at the moment the plan will be to peace out Russia for all of their land. Peace out Commonwealth for all of their land. Peace out Dalmatia for all of their land. I might want a client state in the Russian land though. Maybe also in the Italian land. I haven't quite figured it out. All I know is that I think, or rather what I think I know then therefore, is that yes, I can take Dalmatia and keep myself under the overextension limits. That's what matters right now. One war down. Excellent. That's another little chunk there. Completely in my hands. Wonder if I can concentrate development on any of it. Yeah? Good thinking me. Dalmatia also, great thinking me. That gets rid of a whole bunch of dev, brings me down to 70% OE. It's a little more habitable to core. Yeah, I think I'm going to want two other client states. One for the Pope, one for Russia. I might take, say, the Russian Astrakhan bit for myself, but then give this to a client state and integrate that. Would make sense, somewhat. So let's get these guys ready for Sweden. I'm not declaring the war immediately, but I will be declaring it, so don't worry. Let's get boats ready and waiting. People want access, they do not get it. Not as in they do not get it like they do not understand, they just don't get the access. Get off my land. And oh yeah, we've got a couple papal units just floating around in the provinces that don't have forts. Well, I can't attach this until Ancona is done. Which isn't for a little while here, which is fine. You know what, let's speed up that process by bringing this into Ancona. This has got 3 siege. I could do more general shuffling to get more of the siege guys around, but it is what it is. And the Pope wants peace. Sorry Pope, you do not get peace. At least not yet. And you certainly won't get peace in the format of which you wish to have it. I can see there's a black flagged Russian detachment. They will probably go to Astrakhan, in which case I will fight them. That's where I can foresee them going. I'll just follow it up. We're doing good. And yes, all the Russian land is going to be occupied by me. Obviously not including Russian West Siberia. Isn't it just like Russian Siberia at that point? I suppose it's because this is also technically part of Siberia, even though it's not actually it's the Urals. But they treat it as whatever. Who cares? Who cares? Not I. All I know is that this is going to just say Russia soon. I'm kicking them out of my Europe. You're not blue, Russia. You're also not Portugal. So you're not staying here. If you're not Portugal, you're not welcome. Sounds harsh, sounds xenophobic, but that is the plan. Mind you, say that to the one tag world conquest. That's all one nation as well. However, in this campaign, I will actually be culture converting as much as I can too. Like for real, for real. In that campaign there was quite a lot of Sino-Voltaic. But this should hopefully have a little bit of a leg up on that. There we go, a little bit of culture conversion there. They're moving to this province, which means that this is perfectly timed. They're going to be movement locked in the next couple of days. Then I go into a lister. Do I get in before them? No, but it doesn't matter. Then let's put a couple units over here as a deterrent to the Russians. And I suppose to the Solanese, but they're not really getting involved. A random general went down, whatever. Then these three armies. Well, I want to attack the Commonwealth next, don't I? With Sweden. So why don't I actually boat these round? That makes sense. I just need to set up properly, is what I'm trying to say. So Russia will piece me out. I'm going to wait until I've got the Papal State done, so I can do both the client states together. I'll take this province for myself, Avignon. I'll take these two provinces for myself. The rest of this is a client state. Then all of this is a client state too. Yes, including Rome. And really I don't need to keep my units in this area. I can just leave the 70k up here. But no, I suppose the 100k can do too. Then this won't need to go up there either. This just gets ready for fighting the Commonwealth, which will happen after I've declared these two pieces. Nice. Again, I'm only waiting for the truce timers so that I can, for peace, so that I can create my client states. If I wasn't wanting to make client states, I wouldn't be waiting. I'm fairly certain you have to be at peace. Not possible to create client states while at war. I did remember something about this game. Wow. Pat myself on the back for that one. It happens from time to time. I want to do both these truces on practically the same day, just so it can all be done in one fell swoop in a pause, basically, or as close as damn it to it, just so then I can not have to worry about separatist sentiment and all the rest of it, because there's no point in me proccing it if I don't need to proc it, you know. Royal Marriage of Fez has ended. Fine. Whatever. Yeah, I'll release the two client states, then annex Getting Land is my current thinking. And finally the Four Falls will take on the Pope. So Will the Pope take full annexation right now? Or do I have to siege this province? Good. We demand their full annexation. 108%. Don't worry about it. Don't think about it. 61%. We have to wait a single day. That's why I said as close as damn it. There we go. Now my name has... my name has moved. We're no longer Portugal and Portuguese East Europe. We're just Portugal out here. Damn. So anyway, let's make a client state of Vladimir feels appropriate. We'll give them a soggy green. No, because Russia's already green. Let's give them... I mean, it really doesn't matter at this point. But let's give them colour 42. Hit the randomise button a few times. About... Got my eyes closed about now. Okay, whatever. And we'll feed Vladimir. Well, Vladimir is hungry. All of this should be taken by them. Here's hoping. If not, I may have to hold on to a couple provinces. But yeah, it's quite nice to mess around with client states for a change. As I mentioned earlier in the campaign, it's not something I often do. Oh, okay. I might need 2 client states in here. We'll release Murom. Oh, what is it? Assign province to client state. Oh, is there a client state limit? Assign province to client state. Ooh. Okay. You might not be able to put everything. You might not be. You might be at full overextension, but I can still feed you in another manner. I didn't know you could do this. So apparently there's a limit on client states. I had no idea. But also I didn't know you could be this sneaky. And yes, they're spawning with no admin, so they're going to be an overextension hell. If only they had an overlord that was benevolent enough to leave them, say, I don't know, 100,000 units just in their borders. This also spells a little bit of doom for the Papal State provinces, though. Perhaps I need to release someone else who's not a client state? So you can't do it under that screen, but I can do it under this screen. It's that's so crazy. Vladimir. Hold on. Oh! There was a create new client state button there. I'm such an idiot. I mean, we know that. But that's cool. I've never seen that interaction before. Right, so Vladimir is going to go for overextension hell. So it's not a problem about this, is it? I was wrong. Kingdom of Italy. Nah, we will just call it Spoleto. Oh, name taken, but they're not on the map anymore. They're going to be called Flip-Flop Droppers. Why? I don't know. It's what came to my mind, alright? And for colour, we'll give them a brown. I'm fine with that. And then I'll just click the random button a few times and go. Nice. So now, Flip-Flop Droppers will get given everything here. You better appreciate what I'm doing for you, Flip-Flop Droppers. If this is more than 100% for them, then I will just force it down their throat like I just did Vladimir. Pretty simple. Okay. And Connor. Assigned to Flip-Flop Droppers, you've got no choice. There we go. Right. I suppose it's time to start eating up Sweden. And with those 2 provinces, I'm not 173% overextension game. Come on. Far less than that. 95%. Meaning that can core up. I won't get any separatist sentiment. Vladimir will have some issues though, so I'll leave a 100k stat kind of around here. Then my units in Italy need to, you know what, let's ferry one more troop over to here. And then the units in Italy might just be able to go round to Commonwealth by walking. It's amazing, they use their feet to get from one place to another. That doesn't sound right, but it's what's happening. Land noble rebels. Yeah, it's looking good. Again, ignore the brown and the whatever colour this is. Crimsony looking arse colour. Put the fleet in Horizon, and let's just imperialism. I must remember this time to actually assign the provinces properly. It all immediately goes to Gittingland, regardless of their overextension. Sharland, Midtjylland. This can go straight into Goinga. I should have had extra units assigned up here, I feel. Oh well. I can't step on Riga. That's a shame, they were really looking forward to that, supposedly. We'll go here, and here, and here. I'll keep this in Vladimir, I think. Or do I? Nah, let's just move around. Any issues can be dealt with internally. They'll be fine. So with 40 cannons, we do get the full artillery bonus right now, which is perfect. We won't do when their forts level up, but that's okay. Also, I don't need to be in this sea zone, so if I pick this unit up and send it immediately into Bohuslän, I should be able to take the Swedish off. Get out of here, Oldenburg. And oh, wait a second, I'm at war with Oldenburg. Duh, let's just attack in. Didn't even think about that. You also need a general, my guy. Good thing I've got one lying around spare. And yes, I'll be annexing Oldenburg. Easy. Oldenburg can become a Neuenburg. And can I move myself around from Italy into there? Not really. So we'll need to do the boat thing. Oh my god, you released the Pope back. God damn it, that was going for you. Fine. I'll just refight the Pope. Whatever. Bad subject. That's fine. I'll just take Rome for myself. By the time that I want to piece them out, I'll be down to enough overextension so that it's not in the way, I suppose. You know what I'm trying to say. I hope. So yeah, this can sneakily, or not so sneakily, because the AI can see my movements anyway. Look, they'll try and run away now. No? Okay, I think it's because it had it. Yeah, there you go. See? They're trying to sneakily run away. They can see your movements. Don't think they can't. Stack wipe. Didn't even see the battle to see what was actually going on, but yeah, the extra morale certainly doesn't hurt. So for defensive, my most important one is the second idea. Everything else is really nice though. The reinspore force speed is great. The fact that I just get defensiveness is going to be nice, for just in case people start walking on my land. Regimental system is actually really good. I actually really quite like it. It's not the biggest value of a modifier going, but it's a nice one. Judge, you done? Yeah, I think with the Commonwealth they might be a nation that I truce break the heck out of, honestly. I'll make them annul their alliances and just truce break them down to the ground. Sweden, Anhalt, Magdeburg and Lusatia. I mean, their allies don't matter except from Sweden, and Sweden's getting annexed. It says that I can't annex them, but I'm fairly certain I can annex them. Let's not forget this is an imperialism war. Don't forget, I'm going to be transferring occupation of all this, but because it's a 75% war score, they are totally clear. So yeah, all of this will go to getting land. Then I'll assist them while they try to core up, i.e. for their rebels, and then I will annex them. Pretty easy peasy, honestly. Minus 99%. Dithmarschen? I don't think so. They dith march in, but they didn't march out. You're going to Podol. This stack can... Actually, this can come over to Chola, honestly. So what I could do with the Commonwealth then, if I'm not going to make them break their alliances, perhaps I just get a province from them to get ready to create that client state that's going to take over the Commonwealth. Or, you know, part of the Commonwealth. I'm not going to give all this to one subject, I don't think. I want a couple of them. Commonwealth, though, are much needed, for they blockade me from being able to unify my land in one smooth flow. As do Bremen. But Bremen will have to be dealt with when I deal with one of their allies and the Empire. I can take out everything around the Empire, leave myself to just the Empire, and then just absolutely smash my way through them. How are they getting on? Overextension plus... so they're nearly at 200% overextension. It's alright, Vladimir. You're just there to soak up the land for me. You are getting no other land. You are ready to be integrated. So take your time to core. Take all the time you need, in fact. Take your time, think a lot. Think of everything you've got. Can I now walk this way? Yes, I can. I can get myself out from Italy. Which is just what I was looking for. Oldenburg, if it's not an annexation, it doesn't count. Pretty simple. But to be fair, Oldenburg won't piece me out for at least a few months. And Sweden is still trying to siege Riga. If I have access anytime soon, which I won't have, unless I were to declare war on, say, Hungary, then I can't save Riga. But now we'll just go Pinsk. And yeah, Commonwealth for a pushover. At this point, I mean, all of them are. So yeah, this should now be... There shouldn't be any more drill and shit episodes. We should be as we are. I don't like the 200,000 men to reinforce. Then again, it's a result of having millions of troops. So, here's what it is. I also can't build too many soldiers, households, etc. right now. Bit of a shame. It's mostly because I've already been trying to be in as much manpower maxing as possible. I could try and put on the thing again though. Slack on recruiting standards. Drop my professionalism, give me back some manpower. It is something that I may need to periodically do. And oh, guess who forgot about 170,000 units over here? My missionaries are working hard, or are they hardly working? They're hardly working. Give me back the guy. Also, Commonwealth is Defender of the Faith. I think I might need to take that off you, to be honest. And after this war, I will be trying to give Rome back to my client state. If they give it back to the Pope again, I will fight the Pope again, and I will once again give it to flip-flop droppers. Don't underestimate my tenacity on this one. You're taking it. Well, actually do underestimate my tenacity, because I might end up just saying, okay, fine, I'll take it. I sure as hell want to try again. Right, in we go. I was actually winning at a loss of at a reduction of units. Now that I have more units than them, this is an easy win now. Siege of Podol complete. Yet another fort down. Yeah, I might take a cheeky province from the Commonwealth here. Like, how about I take, say... How about I say Polotsk? And then do I release Polotsk? I mean, they're a good blue. They are actually a blue. I could very much do that. That's not outside the realms of possibilities. Of all things. And, oh, this, no wonder the Rome's siege has taken forever. There's no general on it. Oops. Let's just keep sieging. Also bear in mind, I've still got another bit of admin efficiency to come. Extra 10% next tech. But I'm still 19 years ahead of time. Nothing too strenuous there. And let's make Sarai a core. Don't know why that one wasn't doing it. I think it was something to do with there already being an active missionary in the province. Right, Bergslagen complete. That was the actual difficult fort. The one in Ireland is also Tech 8. Oh, okay. A few more generals are perishing. What do you expect? I have a lot of them in one go. It's only natural that we lose one or two along the way. Remember, the real goal is the generals we made along the way. And my legitimacy could do with a boost here. Let's send the 100k here actually to Ireland. Then this army can get rid of some of the Swedish up here. Great stuff. And seeing as these guys are black flagged, let's move it down. And I can take Defender of the Faith. It's not your bonus. It's my bonus. Get out of here. Stockholm complete. Real simply. No less than expected. But actually, this needs to go to Ireland. This one needs to go to Berkeland. Just realised what was going on there. Didn't realise there was a fort there until just now. I should have thought about it. So where's the fleet? Here. Kasim, Separatists, Orthodox Zealots. I'm just gonna save Vladimir. All they need to do is core up. As I mentioned. It's literally, they have one job. Okay. Flip-flop droppers. Keep this. Can't even find your name. Right. Keep Rome. If you release them again, I will take them again, and I will give it to you again. Keep it. Let's see. I'm just preparing for when they give it back to them. Because you know it's inevitably going to happen. Right, we could watch it in real time, but I think I need to keep an eye on what's going on over here. Real quick. And oh, Sweden managed to finish Riga, so I can finally fight them now they're in my land. Excellent. Shame I'm not Prussia. Prussia discipline. I refuse to change nations. I've said this before, I could have formed Spain or something and done things differently, but nah, no point. Right, Panama Canal, go. I said I wanted to keep with the spirit of being Portuguese, and I'm keeping with the spirit of being Portuguese. As is the plan. But also, speaking of plans, I plan to end this episode now. So we'll wrap this war up in the next one. So thank you for watching, and I'll catch you again soon.